You're listening to Living Podcariously, bringing you real men's perspectives, unfiltered, unapologetic, and uncensored. Recorded live in the Living Podcariously studio in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida.
To another episode of Living Podcariously.
Woot woot.
Oh no, that's Chris Crespo.
What was that?
that's straight ripping off Chris Crespo.
You mean from Cinema Crespediso?
I do mean Chris Crespo from Cinema Crespediso.
Yum.
Good Central Florida podcasts. Anyway, I'm Adam. I'm one of your regular hosts. Sitting across the room from me,
I am Tach, and I'm also one of your regular hosts. And sitting across from the lady shades,
I am Andrea Joy, and I am your hostess, the only one.
good to have you back, baby.
And over next to me,
It's Mr. Wilson. What's up, guys?
Oh,
Hiya,
Mr.
hiya.
Wilson. Now is when you should play for when your name comes in. You say, hey, this is Mr. Wilson, and then you play one of your sound effects. Air raid? I mean, all right, we'll go with air raid.
air raid freshman.
Better.
Josh is in charge tonight of the sound effects.
Mr. Wilson.
I got sounds.
Andrea, thank you for joining us again. You missed the last couple of shows being, I guess you don't want me to talk about that?
no, I haven't.
Yeah, you did. You were at,
Y'all said this last time we did the show, too, and I said, no, I've been here.
She's only missed.
Maybe you're just behind on putting the shows out.
Damn. Oh, nice one, Mr. Wilson.
maybe. Okay. Jeez.
No, I do remember that because I felt that way too. And then, because when you said it, I was like, yeah, welcome back. And I remember last time she said the same thing. I missed one episode of LP and one episode of Twisted 10.
Well, my bad. Felt like more. I was doing the editing, so it felt like more. Go with that. Well, look, Tach, I can't really give her a lot of shit anymore.
Why?
Because she's engaged.
Oh, you're
I
engaged
have a
too?
fiance.
Who is it?
It's him. It's Adam.
Oliver? Oh, Adam.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, well, you know, I
Congratulations.
popped the question.
I know, I was there.
And she said yes. Now, I do want to clear something. It wasn't shotgun wedding. That wasn't what the intent of this was.
There was a shotgun, though.
Yeah, so then why'd you have a shotgun?
Typically, shotgun wedding is when you get the girl pregnant, you get her, you get
There was no
hitched.
wedding, though.
Well, I know, I understand that, but I just want to kill those, subjective
Rumors.
relatives that may, listen. Yes, that this was planned about 6 months ago with Hot Pink and also with Brenda from Brent Allen Salon, so we could use their little venue out back. So yes, this was planned before Abigail decided to make her presence known to us.
Very cool. And,
Yeah, it was pretty dope. It was.
Yeah.
I mean, just in general, a good time. It was a bunch of drinking. I got pretty drunk. That was fun.
Dude,
On a Tuesday night.
Oh, yeah.
tough. Look, I got to throw it out there. Obviously, to Village Idiot Pub, and I know this is shameless, kind of to plug sponsors that gave me shit for an engagement, but you know what? I told them that I wanted to buy some beer from them. We were going to have 30, 40, 50 people up there, whatever it was. And I said, yeah, maybe one keg, something like that. Well, I never really heard back from him, got confirmation. He showed up, he and Shelly, the manager over there, showed up with a keg of beer and a bunch of wine, a pump for it, the ice, the whole 9 yards, and just basically stood it up for me. I'm like, holy shit, that's really, really cool. So thank you very much to Jason and Shelly and the folks down at Village Idiot. That was touching.
It was kind of funny because I was there early, kind of helping out, setting up.
Because the rest of us weren't, so that's cool. You were there early.
I had a story to tell.
I was there way
I was going to
earlier.
include Kim Kennedy, Jimmy Klein, Josh Wilson.
I was
I
there
just haven't
around
got
like
Get him,
1
Josh.
o'clock.
Get him, Josh.
So
Good Lord.
I beat all of you.
And then I had a cool story to tell. So what's up? Somebody else talk.
Tell your story, Tach.
Go for it.
Come
I want to hear about what you did when you were there early setting up.
That's just me. I was going to say, I got there early along with, because somebody brought the beer over and the coolers and the ice and all that. And so it was me, Kim Kennedy, Jimmy Klein, Josh Wilson were all there. And we were out volunteering to help put the ice in the coolers along with the beers. But like Shelly and like Jason were like, we got this. We can. I'm like, are you always working in a bar? Like,
Yeah.
I think we can handle this, And then she's like, okay. But then she just couldn't stand by and just watch. And then plus she did have a better way to do it anyway. So
she's been doing it her whole life.
Yeah,
Get it, move.
she's like, we were just like, here, just put some of this, put some ice down, put some more. And she's like, no. You need to put the whole cases in there and this and that. I just lost an ear.
A whole ear? Did it just fall off?
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Pablo Picasso.
So anyway, so I just thought that was funny. I was kind of giving her shit.
No, that's cool. Yeah, Josh, anticlimactic lead up to, that story. Is that what you're saying?
Do you remember that?
I do. I was there. It was pretty awesome, though. I mean, they really, it's not an exaggeration. She said, thanks, but we got it.
Yeah.
And also,
I was going to include you in the story. I just hadn't gotten to that part yet. I got a cough, and I couldn't cough and go into it because he gets mad. So I paused.
What? Don't get mad.
Cough.
You're hard to edit.
And then was
More
coming back.
excuses than a woman.
God damn! You're just hard to edit. You're just hard because when you cough, you go, okay, then let's go through.
And I remembered that, so I stopped, finished the cough, then came back.
Well, it was my birthday.
Yeah, it was
Yes,
Andrea's
happy birthday.
Special thanks real quick to Hot Pink as well. So I had booked Hot Pink, like I said, 6 months in advance, and I told them probably all that I'll be able to afford out of my own pocket for this is $100 or so.
Is that what you're telling her?
Or $100 an hour or so.
You told us like 2 days before, dude.
You motherfucker. That's not the case, and you know it.
I need one hookup. Show up, please.
No, I think it wasn't like a year ago that you first brought it up. I don't know. Maybe
I brought the idea. Yeah. I'd been
was a
thinking about
while
that idea
ago.
for a while. But Hot Pink played it they gave it to us as a gift.
Yeah, it was
they played
cool.
it for us for free. So we got free beer from Village Idiot and free entertainment at a Hot Pink. So we got some cool fucking friends, man.
So what was my birthday present?
all of that?
But it was free.
Look, my time is labor. That coordination was a lot of work.
And you had a couple friends come out and film the whole thing. Just saying.
Did you pay them?
No. This is a trend with Adam, I think.
No.
If you're my bill collector listening, that's not how I do business. Yes, it is.
But also today, as part of my busy day I had today, Jimmy came over this morning and we actually finished your video today.
Oh, sweet.
And of course, I had every intention of bringing it to show you, which I don't have today. So
Oh.
I can send it to you tomorrow.
You could
but
have just not said anything
I've been
about
so
it.
busy. Well, I wanted to let you know the video's done. So,
Oh, that's cool.
and
What is it, rendering or something?
no, it's been done for hours. I had to like,
Just stick it in Dropbox.
as soon as I gotcha, but I had a super busy day because I've been doing like pretty much all of my projects.
We'll pause the
today.
show. Go home.
I want you to
been going
Photoshop a
since-
hot-bodied lady in for me, though. Instead of a hippopotamus.
Whatever. I've been going since 9 this morning nonstop. I mean, I was late coming here tonight because I was finishing up another project, different project I was doing. So
Oh, that's cool. I can't wait to see it.
I was recording somebody else sing tonight, and they had to get the last bit of it, and I was like, come on.
You were recording Van Helsing tonight?
Van Helsing, that's right.
That's what it
Van
sounded
Helsing,
like you
no,
said.
someone else sing.
Ah, okay.
Someone doing a vocal, and so yeah.
So they're more important than us.
Yes.
So it went straight into the video is done to that guy shows up, Jimmy leaves, and then we immediately sit down because we only had a couple hours to get it done. So
No, that's cool. Well, I can't wait to see it. Knowing how well you and Jimmy with Attack Films, plug bell should be for that, put together a production, I'm sure it's going to look really, really good.
no, it looks good. It's. Me and Jimmy had a good time editing it.
Oh, yeah?
That way. Well, it was kind of neat because it was the first project that me and Jimmy edited together. Because usually it's just me doing it or whatever. But he actually came over, we sat in, and I was like, hey, what do you think we should do here? And we just had funny ideas, which of course we didn't do because this was, a serious thing. And we just had stupid, funny ideas to throw. It was just a good time. We laughed about certain. And we should do a different edit just to put our comedy stuff in it.
Sure, do whatever you want.
No, we knew that you wouldn't appreciate it. So
Did you guys get any footage of what Andrea had missed because she was walking so fast through,
I was walking normal.
which was the sea of cell phones facing her
I
way?
had to walk backwards through a crowd. Didn't know where I was going, and you're like running.
First of all, I told him, no pictures. I don't want any pictures.
Yeah,
And he's like, there might just be one. So I show up and there's like video cameras and photographers, and I'm walking down and every single person has their phone out, and I didn't know if they're taking pictures or not. And I'm like, paparazzi overload.
No, what I had them all do is I wanted you to walk through the sea of our friends and family, making your way up to the stage to where I was. But I wanted everybody to go find their favorite picture of us or our family or our dog or whatever from social media and just hold it at you. So as you walked through, you would see a memory of our last, just over 2 years together. That was the idea.
No, it happened. I saw it. I was there.
She didn't though, but that's okay.
Everything was just a blur of faces. I couldn't even tell who all was there.
So my plan was, excuse me, and we'll share the video. Tach will let us put it up on the.
It'll be out. It's out right now.
Living Podcariously. Oh, it'll be out when they hear this. Yeah,
it's out right now. It's on our
but
Facebook page.
so the idea was I wanted to surprise propose to Andrea, and I wanted to make it bigger, than a typical proposal. So I wanted to make it special, something memorable. So I had all of our friends and family show up to the salon where Andrea wasn't at the time. Everybody was to show up around 6:30, and we have Hot Pink there already set up. They're going to play some music for us. We've got some beer, and refreshments, not for sale, but wanted everybody to just be able to drink or have fun while they're listening to the band. And basically, Andrea was to show up at 7:00, walk through all those people up to where I was next to the stage. I was going to say my few lines and ask her to marry me. And hopefully she said yes, because then that would have been kind of bad. It would have been a really sad party for Hot Pink to play if she
I
said
wouldn't
no.
have said no in front of all those people.
I stacked the deck, right?
Fatality.
Yes, perfect.
You know what kind of sucked though? Remember how Jimmy had you lavalier mic'd all night? Thanks for saying the thing about Josh, by the way. That was nice. He didn't realize he was mic'd for hours. So,
Oh, yeah,
and we're
you're not
listening. We're like, what?
You're not going to catch me
No,
saying
I'm just
anything
kidding. No,
bad.
he didn't say anything. No, we went back to grab the audio. There's nothing there. And then Jimmy was like, I don't get it. Like, I know it was recording when it went in his pocket.
Yeah,
And it was recording when
we
he
took
came
it out.
but yet the file was like 30 seconds. And that was it.
If the memory card is still in that device, we can hook it up to a really cool
Yes.
program I have
think
called
it's-
Recover.
yeah.
Remember Recover?
Yeah, I remember
And it pulled all that bad corrupt data.
Yeah, I don't know. We just were like, fine. We it's done already, so
Oh, okay.
it was good. Audio was fine. We had decent audio.
Oh, cool.
We had like 3 other things recording, so
Okay, well, that's good.
yeah.
That's cool. No, it was a lot of fun. And she said yes. So that's
Oh yeah.
And now I look like a good Christian woman.
you're having a baby with a ring on.
Yep.
Now you're a good Christian
Yep.
woman. Oh, but what we did to make that baby was certainly not Christian.
Yes, it was. God approved.
Did you do it missionary style?
Never.
Did it like they do on the Discovery
Never.
Channel.
Only if we're tired.
I think
That's cool.
I think you might have actually topped my proposal. I took Margaret to a music festival, and then we went hiking in the mountains outside of Reno, and I proposed on top of a mountain.
To each his own, though.
Aw.
So that might be super, that might be, to Margaret, that might be the perfect proposal.
It was pretty cool. Nobody else up there knew, so like I handed my friend. We were with another couple. I handed her the camera, and I was like, "Hey, can you get some pictures of us real quick?" And she was like, "Yeah, of course, whatever." Because it was, an amazing view. But yeah, I just took a knee. Margaret was like, "If I say no, will you push me down?" Come on.
When I asked her, when she said yes after I said, by the way, I don't usually get nervous very often. I mean, I have in the past when I'm going in front of like a big speaking event. When I started talking to her, it was like a fucking desert in my mouth. Like all the moisture sucked right out of my mouth. I could not talk. I'm like, holy shit, this is really nerve wracking.
Is that why the blowjob beforehand was so garbage?
Yes.
Damn, you moved on too quickly from that topic. I was going to comment.
On which one?
So that would have been an awkward walk down the mountain.
It would have been, yeah. But I was fairly confident.
Okay.
I didn't really have a plan in case
can't
she said
imagine-
no.
Can't imagine anybody who goes to propose to their girl not feeling pretty confident they're going to say. I would assume they pretty much have already had that conversation before
Just
already.
that last ditch effort, just
it's
be
still
like,
nerve wracking though,
"Look,
man.
I hope this works out."
I know I've done it 3 fucking times because I'm that guy. Jesus.
I've done it twice. Andrea had it done before, but she never got an actual real proposal. So I wanted to make sure that she had something to
That was
remember.
pretty good. It
I
was
was
definitely
never
better than any of
engaged.
mine.
I got
thank
pregnant.
you.
I was married within the week.
Oh, well, okay.
That was a shotgun wedding.
That was a shotgun wedding, yeah.
It wasn't even a wedding. That was a shotgun go to the courthouse.
Clerk of court signature.
Yeah, shotgun clerk of courts.
That was the I need a life event so I can get insurance.
Yep.
I got married in Vegas my first time. So that's pretty
Nice.
cool.
Like drive-through chapel style, like
Go
Elvis. Did
Elvis?
Elvis do it?
They-
and work.
They did have a drive-through version if you wanted it, but we did not. It was the Little White Chapel, which is a very famous one.
Yep.
It was cool. I walked right by it.
Yeah. But we just went inside. They have like this little church-looking little tiny room that we did in.
You
It
get
was
to pick
us and
themes?
another couple. No. I don't
You
think
got
so.
married
We didn't.
together?
Well, one couple got married and then we watched them. Then we got married and they watched.
Tach is really a polygamist.
So y'all are
I
all
never
married?
got divorced from them.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say y'all are all married now.
No.
Do they have kids? Do you have to watch them?
I don't know. They're divorced. I know
they're
that.
divorced
that
too?
couple's divorced.
And
I
you?
didn't get divorced. She passed away.
Oh,
So,
so you're still married?
well, I am still married, but not to her.
Wait, what?
I've been married 3 times, but divorced once. Solve the riddle.
One died and one you're still married to?
Yeah. That's the fastest anybody's ever answered that one.
We might have had this conversation before. I don't
Probably.
remember you were still married to somebody.
Yeah.
That sucks. I mean, right?
It is what it is. It doesn't matter.
It's only like $300 to get divorced.
Okay. Do you have $300 I can borrow? And we have to take a class. And
No, you don't.
And we have to do this child support bullshit that I'm not fucking
You have
doing.
to do that. Yes.
Fuck that. I'm not doing it. It's just easier.
Wait a minute. Let's clarify that so the listeners don't think that you sound like a deadbeat dad. You don't.
I didn't even think about that.
You don't mind paying child support if it's a necessity, but you have full-time custody of your son.
I have full-time custody.
So, yeah.
Even when she had full-time custody.
Tach's like, fuck a cow.
Yeah. Let's re-clarify. Me and my ex, my kid's mother, that I'm married to currently. Okay, here's the thing. We've been married. Well, we were only together for 3 years. Married for about a year and a half of that. And then, but I've known her since like the 90s. We were friends. And anyway, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
So, but now we've been married for 11 years, which we joked about just the other day.
They're going to get back together.
No, we're not getting back together.
Yeah.
But we get along. We get along fine. And we're good as friends and all this kind of stuff. We still joke about it. Just like a couple weeks ago, we were joking about it. Because I was like, how long has it been? And I was like, what have you been married? We've been married 7-8 years? She's like, no. And I was like, 10? I was like, oh my God, has it been 10? She's like, no, it's been 11. I was like, holy shit. She's like, 11 and going strong. And so it's kind of, we joke about it all the time. And we just never got around to it. It's easier this way. The courts don't get involved in shit. We just discuss
the courts wouldn't get involved either. Anyway, if you guys showed them just a parenting plan, you don't have to get the courts involved.
We don't even want to bother with it. So, I mean, we will eventually, just not right now. I'm still trying to get other shit together. She's trying to get shit together. So
they're going to get back together.
No, we're not.
They're going to be
together.
like 75 and they're going to get back together
They're going to
and do their vows.
They're going to
just
get
out
called.
of convenience.
They're going to get called for an interview one day, like when they're 90 years old. On record, you guys are the longest married couple in Brevard County, Florida. Would you care to speak to us on an interview? Best marriage ever.
How did you do it? How did you stay together all these years?
Led separate lives.
Weed every day.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
And with that, I think we should take a break.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't want to hear any more of your damn story.
I guess people just think I'm a scumbag. All right.
Fuck paying child support.
So
Tach.
I don't
right?
pay-
That's our motto here.
Yeah, so I still paid her when he was living with her full time.
Right. Correct.
And now he lives with me full time. And, it's just discussed. We figure things out. We get along. It's great. So there's no complaints on either way.
Do you still get to fuck her?
No, she has a boyfriend. In fact, that's the guy that came over earlier tonight and recorded a track. It's her boyfriend. Me and him get along great. It's awesome. I don't think she likes the
Did you
fact that we
stand
get
there with
along so
your
well.
hips out a little further than normal?
Are y'all just alike?
Did
Did you pee with the door open?
We're a lot alike.
Yep. See, she's still in love with you. You're getting back together.
Oh my God,
knew
please
it.
stop. I actually almost invited him here tonight. If you would have said all that, he would have been like, what?
All right.
Oh, it'll be a threesome.
We'll be back after this.
Let me see those hands together. Hey, on now. Hey, everybody jump, 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 jump. Everybody jump, 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 jump,
Village Idiot Pub. You locals know about it. You guys from out of town have to check them out.
Village Idiot Pub is now a proud sponsor with Living Podcariously and the Twisted 10 podcasts.
It's more than just about commercials, though. The cast here will be taking our show on the road to Village Idiot to record some episodes as well as hold events. They have over 30 beers on tap, including ciders and Hefeweizen, my favorite, as well as hundreds of bottle choices.
Adam, you forgot my favorite, all the delicious wine. So get your friends together and enjoy the board games, puzzles, and the giant Jenga.
Let the owner, Jason, as well as the rest of the staff there, take excellent care of your beer drinking needs.
Mention either one of our shows to the staff and get 10% off your tab.
Tuesday is open mic, Wednesday is trivia, Thursday is karaoke, Friday and Saturday night are live music.
Visit them at 4 Harrison Street, Suite 103, Cocoa, Florida, or Village Idiot Pub on Facebook. And don't forget, they are a dog-friendly location, so bring your friends, family, and fur babies.
Well, if you're feeling all right and you think you're on, somebody let me know. Well, everybody in the place put a whistle in your face, screaming out and say, yo, hey!
And welcome back to Living Podcariously. Oh, yeah, Tach, do you want to finish your story?
You almost said, oh, yeah.
I almost said,
I finished the story,
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah.
What were we just talking about?
Yeah,
About how you
I
and
remember.
your wife are going to be together when you're
My
old.
wife? No, definitely not.
And then you dream about her or something? Wasn't that?
No.
All right.
What does this do?
So my father gave me something really fucking cool, and I wanted to share it with two of my favorite people in the world. He gave me a bottle, and this isn't a sponsor or a plug or any of that bullshit, but it's just something that was really cool, so brought it to the
Okay.
table. But if Jamenson would like to sponsor our podcast, trust me, we're all about that.
Gemma Jameson?
No.
Sponsor
You
us.
found it. No, this is Jamenson Irish Whisky, the Cask Mates editions, or the Cask Mates is like a specialty brews of Jameson. And this is the IPA,
Caskmates?
CASKMATES, Cask Mates.
Oh, I thought you're sharing cascades with your cask. What is it?
Moving on from Tide Pods.
Castmates.
Grab some
From
Cascade.
Cask Mates.
with your
Castmates.
cast mates. I gotcha.
Cask mates with your cask mates.
Man,
Ooh,
that's
that
a
is a
tongue
tongue
twister.
twister.
Thank you.
That is a tough one.
You guys are thinking I'm crazy.
Anyway, this is the IPA edition, and I'm not so. I've always thought adding like an IPA to a whiskey would not. I would never have thought to do that.
Does that mean they add hops to it?
Kind of. So the story behind it, and of course this is all what you can find online, but the story behind it is that Jamenson teamed up with a brewery out of Ireland, and the IPA in this isn't India Pale Ale. This is actually Irish Pale Ale, and they.
That's why it's green. I get it.
Smart
Is this
ass.
like no? Isn't that not why it's green?
No, I don't know why it's green.
Because it's Irish.
It's usually not green. Jameson's bottle, that's usually like a darker color.
Does it not say the word Irish on it?
Yeah, but all of their product is Irish whiskey.
Oh, okay.
All of the different
I
ones.
didn't know that was a laughable comment. I thought it was for real.
Oh no, the green part is what I laughed at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it
I
is.
was
This
being,
is the
I was
first
being
green that I've
serious.
seen. Let me
I was
put it that
like,
way.
is that why it's green? But I guess not. Okay.
No, it might be, but
You
this is the
said
first time I've
they're
seen it.
all Irish, so I get it. Moving on. Go ahead.
Anyway, so they make different of their whiskeys out of different bottle or different barrels that come from different locations. Well, this time they teamed up with a brewery in Ireland that makes a very popular IPA out there, a beer, a very hoppy beer. So what the brewery did is they gave Jameson their barrels. Jameson cured some of the whiskey, their Jameson's Irish Whiskey, in those IPA hopped coated barrels, and then that became this product. Well, then they gave those barrels back to the beer company, and the beer made another run of the IPA, but just the Jameson Whiskey edition, because it was cured. The barrels were cured in the Jameson at that point. So it was kind of cool, kind of back and forth.
Oh.
But
So what you're saying is they don't wash their barrels. That's gross.
Huh.
so
Suppose you're right.
you guys want to give it a shot?
No, dirty barrel whiskey. All right, here we go.
Give this thing a shot. So
The alcohol kills the germs.
Josh has 2 fingers and two
Two fingers
cubes.
and what?
2 fingers, 2 cubes.
Tach has 1 finger, 1 cube, and I've got a traditional snifter. So give it a shot.
What about me?
See if you can pick up on any of the ingredients.
I'm going
Tach,
to try to.
Okay.
In
since
my
this is
invisible
blind.
one.
You're not drinking. You're pregnant.
It's invisible. I can drink
You
that.
gonna smell mine?
No, I got my own right here. See?
All right.
It's
So
invisible.
tell me if you can smell or taste and pick up on any of the contents that are in there. That's what a lot of these guys online did when they were doing the taste testing of this.
I'm wafting.
I taste air.
Well, to me, it smells like
Rubbing
smells
alcohol.
like bourbon.
Smells good. It's got some good legs.
Son, where'd you find this?
Look how long those legs are. See if Tach knows what that means.
You told me once, but I don't remember.
It's basically the smoothness of the alcohol. If it stays longer as you swash it around the sides of the glass, if it stays longer, it's different definitions for the flavors.
So that is really, really good. I do have one problem with it is that it does not pair with chocolate cake at all.
You just say chocolate cake
in the
yeah.
slightest, like the opposite ends of the spectrum. That is real good though.
That warms my belly.
Yeah.
Oh,
good.
that's a good.
That's a good sipping whiskey.
I can't. I just can't get into this kind of shit, man. I don't understand.
Really?
So you gotta. It's just a little bit. You gotta sip on it.
I do. I took one sip. I'm all
That's it.
set.
And then people drink differently. So let me make a
Where's my
recommendation.
straw?
You
Just shoot it.
how I
instead of
Shoot as fast as you can.
instead, how do you usually drink? Do you take it straight down the throat, or do you swish it around like your cheeks and stuff?
Ha.
That's it. Look, as bad as
It
that
goes
sounds.
straight in. I'm swishing it around.
All right.
Am I supposed to?
No,
You just
it's
grew
up to
more
you.
hair on your chest.
Oh, Tach's no longer a redhead after that shot.
He's even more red.
Where's
The trash.
milkshake or something?
Can I get a Manhattan, please? Please. What was that?
I don't know. It sounded like somebody hit the wrong button.
Whew, I feel like
Oh, that's
if
good.
you had a lit match around me right now, it wouldn't be good.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
I don't know. I think it's good. So,
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
if you guys taste any fruit, tell me if you taste any fruit in it.
There's pears.
You taste pears. Okay.
No, I don't taste
I have
pears.
some cantaloupe and watermelon in the fridge.
Potatoes. There's potatoes and pears in it. I don't know.
Just because it's Irish.
Ooh, yeah,
No,
big
you
Irish
make
stuff.
you make vodka from potatoes. You
That's
work
true.
for KGB.
I don't know. It is sweet. I don't know. It's almost like apple or something.
Apple. That's not a bad guess.
Wheat.
Do you have the answer to this, or
I'm going to read the back of this. So, we've been distilling Jameson since 1780, but we're always open to new ideas. When a local craft brewery borrowed our casks to age their signature IPA, the barrels then returned soaked with crisp, hoppy notes that weren't there before. So then refilled these casks with our finest Jamenson Irish Whisky, and Jameson's Cask Mates IPA edition was born. Light citrus flavor and pleasant hoppy aroma to include their triple distilled Irish whiskey. So it's a little bit of citrus. Yeah.
Oh, that's good though. That's good. You have to say that was a good gift.
Hell yeah, that's really good. It's like a $37 bottle. It's not ridiculously
Sorry,
expensive, but it's
I
not.
probably have about 80 cents in my cup here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able
You
to
don't have to finish it. It's okay.
I bet the dog wouldn't even drink it. Oliver would
Let's see.
run.
Come here, Ollie. You want some of that?
No.
No, he's running.
He's
Look
like,
at him.
he's
I'm
like
a
that smells
baby."
like shit.
Let me see if the cat likes it.
He's like, Dad, I lick my own ass and I wouldn't touch that. Oh, she's gone.
She didn't even want me to try.
Holy fucking shit!
Oop, that's a good button. I'm gonna save that one.
Let me turn that up. Some of your sound effects are really loud and some of them are really quiet.
He's holding it away sometimes.
I know.
No, he's
Ever hear of
connected
a
to the bottom.
What's the name of the app?
It is called Dank Soundboard.
Dang soundboard. You ever hear of a compressor?
Whoa.
Whoa, Tach, you have competition for the
That
plug bell
was
now.
good.
Oh, he's got a plug
Josh
bell
has
now.
a plug bell now.
I have new buttons. Hang
Mine's
on.
analog though.
Let's see if I can do this.
Smoke every day.
Did you just edit yourself?
I did.
That's hilarious.
Impressive.
All right, Andrea. So you
Yes,
brought
sir.
you brought. Let me lead into that a little bit better than that.
Dude, try to do a segue, man.
Yeah, come on. Go from whiskey to which did you decide on?
I wouldn't have a really easy segue. It would be a harsh
You pick.
break.
You pick a segue into any of those things. See if you can do it from whiskey.
Well, I can go easily into beard talk, but I wanted to go to your segment, to your
Right.
definition segment.
Now segue into it.
Segue into that.
Don't
from,
jump into it. Segue into it. Segue. So whiskey, huh? Whoo.
Josh, do you know what the difference between a whiskey and a scotch is?
A Scotch has all of its main ingredients grown in Scotland. Otherwise, they are distilled almost identically the same.
Really? I actually thought it had to do with the distillation. No shit.
It's ingredients.
If it's not Scottish, it's crap.
It's not Scottish.
What if I had gotten it wrong? How were you going to correct me?
I would have to look up the definition of it online. You see what I did there? Speaking of definitions, Andrea Joy, what you got for us?
Nice.
Bam.
Nice. You
That's
did
a
it.
segue.
Damn.
I've
Well
got
done,
the
sir.
real definition of words when used by women. Because when women use certain words, it means something different. So
Okay,
we'll
wait, what do you mean? You're saying that when women say one thing, they mean another?
This is breaking news.
Exactly what it means.
I mean, I've had a few relationships in my day, but maybe that's why I'm single.
It's deciphering the code of what women actually mean when they're saying things to us guys.
Weird. Okay.
Like, for instance, you've probably heard this word said, fine.
Say, is it just like that, or
Yeah, fine.
Or
You've probably
fine.
heard this word, fine.
what kind of
It's fine.
surface?
It's fine.
What kind of
It's
powdery
fine, Tach.
surface
It's fine.
is on the moon?
It means I am right. The argument is over. You need to shut up. That's what fine means.
But what about when you're describing the powdery surface of the moon?
Or some girl that walks by, that's fine. What's that mean?
This is a
Still
fine
means
with.
you need to shut up.
This is an uppercase F.
Okay.
Number 2.
Number? Oh,
That's okay.
that's okay.
One of the most dangerous statements a woman can make to a man. That's okay means she wants to think hard and long before deciding when and how you'll pay for your mistake.
Like this,
Okay,
Tack,
hold
like
on.
this. That's okay. I'm good.
See, that's how I read it too. I was like, "Hey, you want to see my dick?" And she'd be like, "That's okay." So she's actually thinking about long and hard, pun intended.
I see what you did. So, some other guy.
when she wants to see it.
About when you'll pay for your mistake.
Oh, it's a threat. Okay, I'm learning.
Number 3, nothing. The calm before the storm. This means something, and you'd better be on your toes. Note, arguments that start with nothing usually end with fine.
I learned so much from you.
I'm confused. I'm still lost.
Number 4, 5 minutes. If getting dressed, this means half an hour. Don't be mad about this. It's the same definition for you when it's your turn to do some chores around the house.
Ooh, a burn mixed in there too. That's-
So if you combine these, do they compound? So like if my girl says nothing, it's okay, I'm fine. Am I really fucked at that point?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on over.
Yeah. Got it. You got a spare couch for me for the night, Josh?
Number 5, thanks. A woman is thanking you. Do not question this or faint. Just say you're welcome and let it go.
Wow. Whoever wrote this particular list sounds like the most insufferable person to spend time around.
Yes. I know I was going to make comments similar, but I was going to wait a little bit. Wait.
Written by the Bible study group up in the Merritt Island Christian Church. No, I'm kidding. That's totally not true.
Is that the other one?
That's number
Big
6.
sigh?
A
A
loud
big sigh?
Not actually a word, but rather a non-verbal statement.
I don't think this
Often-
one's that bad. I get this one a lot. I don't think it's as bad.
Let's find out.
But rather a non-verbal statement often misunderstood by men. It means she thinks that you are an idiot and wonders why she is standing here wasting your time arguing with you about nothing. See number 3.
Oh,
Okay. I mean, I don't get that often.
Number 7. Go ahead. This is a dare, not permission. Don't do it.
Okay, so
What
you're
are the-
saying I can't go out tonight with my boys?
Go ahead.
Cool.
Yup.
That's how I would take it too.
It's fine.
I'm in the same boat. I hate caddy games. It's fine, go out. Okay.
See you later. See you.
Ooh, you're in so much trouble.
See,
I just don't play games. I refuse.
Yeah, can we talk about this for a second? Why? Like, for instance, here's the difference between guys and girls. Okay, let's say last week or whatever last time we were on the show, Josh said something that offended me.
Did I?
go, no.
Okay.
But let's say it happened. I go, Josh, remember that thing you said about the thing? Well, that kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. I thought it wasn't cool. We're role playing here.
Oh, we're role playing.
Yeah. Sorry.
Provdo.
Yeah, my bad.
He's like, what'd you say about me, asshole?
My bad.
Did you mean to offend me in some way?
No.
Okay. Cool. We're done. That's it. It'll never be brought up again. But if I say, why the games? I don't get it.
I don't know. Ask our hormones.
Okay, do you have some that we can talk to right now?
Can I get that number?
I don't
How do I?
understand them either.
I'm pleading the fifth in this conversation.
Why
It's just the
can't-
way it is.
Why can't you just say
You
what you
shouldn't
feel?
question these things. You just accept.
Why can't you
and
just
move
say
on.
what you mean?
Because sometimes we don't know what we mean.
Are we interrupting your list?
I only have one left.
Oh, go ahead. Do the last one then.
Number 8. Don't worry about it. I got it. The second most dangerous statement a woman can make. It means that a woman has asked a man several times to do something and is now doing it herself. This will result in you asking at a later date what's wrong. For the woman's response, see number 3.
Nothing.
I'm not going to include that last one in this group because that's just because the guy didn't do something. I get it. Whatever. Sarcasm. But like, I still don't understand why can't you just say what you mean? Like, if I say, so I can't go out with the guys tonight, and you go ahead, whatever, it's fine. But if you really don't want me to, why can't you just say it?
Because you're just supposed to want to stay with me.
Well, I gotcha, but
That's just it.
then just say that.
It's fine.
Say, can you,
Uh-oh,
can you
Tach.
just say, I'd rather you just stay in tonight and spend some time with me tonight, and
Hey-
maybe you
hey,
can go
baby,
out later in the week.
Don't forget, you and Tach are fighting, so I still get laid tonight, right? I'm not in this fight, it's you two.
Nothing.
Great.
Don't worry about it. I got it.
Wait, that means masturbating. Wait a minute. Hang on now. Yeah, Tach, I don't know either. I honestly have no clue, but there are women that do coded types of messages. The only thing that I've ever read that made any sense is that they feel closer if we can, as men, better interpret their feelings
No,
based on body language.
don't. I've said this a million times. I'm going to say it again tonight. We don't like hints. Don't try to use hints, pass hints, whatever. Because A, we don't get them a lot of the times, and B, they're just dumb. Just say it.
We'll just learn to read minds and it'll all be fine.
Be fine. That was
That's
an outstanding list. It's the
That's
best
it.
I've ever heard.
It's the
It's
best
over.
list. And that has been the Twisted Tent? Oh, no. Different show. All right. So,
Plug in Twist 10.
we'll plug in the Twisted. Twisted Tent may get a new sponsor here soon. There's this beard oil company that I'm thinking about asking to see if
Beard
they want
oil?
Yeah.
I
man.
tried some of that one time recently.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it was
Jesus,
What do you think, Jeff?
that right angle segue. What the fuck happened, guys? We're falling apart. Our segues are not what they used to
Oh,
be.
Mr. Wilson, do you know of a beard oil company maybe?
I do, so I appreciate the segue. But yeah, it's my beard oil company, my beard care company. Yeah,
Josh has just grown a beard in the last year that's pretty impressive beard, man. I have to admit, it's looking good.
thanks, man. Yeah,
And we
it's-
decided you can use this on your bearded clam, right?
you shouldn't. Shouldn't.
Okay. And what was the name of your company again?
Masterful Beard.
Masterful Beard.
You can find us at masterfulbeard.com. Dang.
All right.
We'll have to make you a commercial.
That is the last time that I do that for that brand until you become a sponsor.
Nice.
That
No,
is
so-
shallow and pedantic. Yes.
what products do you have up there right now? What are you shipping?
Actually, so
So is the website up? Sorry.
The website is up.
Okay.
However, right now, if you go to the website, masterfulbeard.com, you're only going to get just a password-protected landing page. So I'm actually working with a new manufacturer, the last company that I was working with. That just didn't work out. We couldn't come to any agreeable terms. So it's whatever. So we found a new manufacturer, and we're actually opening April 1st. But if you go to the site now, throw your email in there. When it does open, I'm going to send out a 20% off coupon just to everybody who's signed
Nice.
up. Just kind of a grand opening.
Oh, it's
Check
kind of
out.
like being the first. What's the word I'm looking for?
Founder?
Inaugural. I don't know. How do you say it?
I don't. You're looking at me like I should know.
Front runner, customer. I don't
I don't know.
It's a reward for being like there first.
I will think you're the coolest shit ever. There's that. Like you'll have my undying gratitude.
That's cool.
Ooh, I want to be first now.
Me too.
You want to order some beard stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna be first.
No, man, that's awesome. Let's
Yeah, it's-
get you an ad put in our show somewhere.
Yeah, we'll get it put together. I'll get some actual information
Yeah,
out there.
bam, done.
Nice.
You can't buy stuff that fast.
I didn't buy anything. I put my email in. So now I get an email that says notify me.
But yeah, so it's so right now the reason it's password protected is because we don't have any of the product images up.
Gotcha.
So once we have the new bottles from the new manufacturer, then I can get product images of it, and then I can, I'll have everything I need to kind of push out there and get everybody involved. So I can actually.
That's awesome.
I'll show you guys here in studio. We'll put the password in. I'll show you the website and kind of see how it's
Cool.
set up and put together.
Question.
Okay.
So is this something that has to be like FDA approved or something?
It does not actually.
It's not
So you could
for your mouth.
technically put something there that's harmful to my skin,
I could.
but you won't.
No, why would I? That would be the worst business decision ever.
I know, but I mean, not one of those things like you put it on and it burns and starts making your blood bleed, skin bleed.
I guess.
But I mean, it's something that could be over time. Like I don't know.
I suppose so. The oils that are in use, they're not anything unique to beard oils, not anything special. They're moisturizers. They're different. So if you're like really into moisturizers, then you would recognize some of these. Like one of them is jojoba, which as I got into beard oils was a new oil to me. But then I went to a coworker of mine, a Puerto Rican guy, and he said, "Oh yeah, jojoba, I've been using that my whole life. It's fantastic." So, a lot of these are like not new or unique. And then essential oils. The essential oils that are mixed in, some of them might be a little bit more unique than what you might, you don't see in your Walmart variety essential oil packs, but it's all the normal stuff. The only thing, for example, one of the oils that we use is sweet almond oil. And if you have a severe nut allergy, then it can...
Tach, easy. Easy.
Sorry.
That's awesome. Yeah, so it's... Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of a strangely worded question. No, I'm not going to intentionally put.
No,
anything,
I wasn't trying to be.
But like,
it was more of like a question because I don't know, and also kind of a segue for you to talk about, what you got in there.
Oh, that's cool. No, I appreciate it. I guess I should have picked that one up. I'm failing my host duties.
No,
today.
it's all good. It's all good.
But it's so it's pretty cool. I mean, my favorite, and I love talking about it because it just fascinates me. But jojoba oil is chemically almost identical to our skin oil. So it's putting on our skin something that's almost identical, but it carries more nutrients in it than our skin oil should, right? That's not what our skin oil is supposed to do. But when it does absorb in easily, it brings all of that like straight into the skin. And then, as someone with like poor skin, I've had eczema my whole life, minor, but so I still had it. And then to find out like a lot of these oils actually like they don't clog pores, like they just absorb in like normal, and they're not like if you put like traditional cheap lotion on your hands, it's greasy for a little while. I mean, a minute and a half after rubbing this oil in, like my hands are like not.
That's awesome.
Greasy
Yeah, I
at
do
all.
remember that. I remember that from last week or a couple weeks ago when we put it on, and I was like, "Whoa!" I thought for sure my hands were going to feel greasy, but they didn't. Is there alcohol in there or anything?
There's not.
No.
Nope. It's just because it absorbs that easily. Our skin just soaks that shit straight up.
Maybe
And
that would be a really good birthday present or Christmas present for me. A really good one. Just
Or
saying.
you can get them
I
a
agree.
band and a
I
fiance.
agree.
I'm just saying.
And anybody else out there looking for a good birthday present or a Christmas present for their husband, boyfriend, whatever, that'd be
fine.
awesome.
But yeah, it's so we're also doing we have only pretty much talked about oils, but we're also doing waxes, mustache waxes, beard balms. I'm gonna bring in some combs and stuff.
Beard bombs. Where's your Halua Akbar? Damn it, that would have been great. The sound bite.
Gone.
Damn.
Beard bomb. Beard bombs. I know BALM. I know.
Of course, but yeah. So it's I'm pretty excited about it. It's really starting to come together, and now people close to me. I've already been able to take in some orders, and I've already been getting product out to people. Within arm's reach of me, people, just 1 degree away, and, getting a lot of really positive feedback. It's a pretty interesting thing for me because I've always done service businesses. I've always had a side business of some sort. They've all been around my normal skill set, which is fixing computers, which translates really easy, but I've learned that I fucking hate it. Like I just like residential tech support, I don't have the patience for it. I don't anymore. So
God bless those people that do.
I appreciate you coming over all those times because I finally learned a lot of porn sites you just can't go to.
That's true. That's true.
And I appreciate all that service you've
We know the good ones, so Tach, don't worry.
That's funny. But yeah, so it's to work with a product now it's a very different experience than working with a service at all. So I'm finding, how do I put this? When it's a service industry, I'm trying to sell something that I do, And there's only so many ways to kind of spin that or work with that. You know, it's not something that can be sexy. I have a skill set that's fixing computers, but with an actual product, there's a lot that you can do with the product photography or copywriting.
Do you need a product photographer?
You want to do it?
Not me, but Jimmy is fantastic at that kind of shit.
Okay.
So.
I will see. So I've actually already talked to a friend of mine. So she's also a photographer.
Uh-oh. I think I know who that is.
Yeah, it's Shelby. It's Shelby.
Oh, Shelby.
Thomas. Yeah,
The reason that we don't have a view of the whole show.
From the front.
That's what I told Carly when she asked.
Yeah.
So, but she's so once upon a time she did some work for me, and I got her a nice product photography light booth, and I'm just gonna make her use that and trade her some beard oil because her boyfriend.
For her beard.
Oh, it's because her beard's big. Of course, Shelby.
But no, so
I'll comfort her. Tell her to give me a call.
So no, it's so I'm pretty excited about it. I'm really excited to see it take off. So
That's awesome.
Another easy plug: masterfulbeard.com. Go get your 20% off. Go sign up.
Maybe we can do a giveaway or something like that on the show. No.
What?
Okay.
Of course, I'm going to give away stuff on the show. Isn't this
Oh,
great?
okay. I'm very serious.
I guess my body language doesn't translate to the recording.
No.
So yeah, there'll definitely be some fun giveaways and
Sweet.
stuff. I'm gonna have them out. Hopefully I get everything together and in place. Well, I definitely will. For March 30th for our Village Idiot.
Yeah,
I was
Village Idiot
just
5K.
about to say that. I was like, are you going to have like a basket out or something at
That'd be awesome, dude.
Yeah,
the
definitely.
run?
So we're gonna have something. I don't know. Maybe we'll bring the Plinko board out or something, but just to have some bottles to give away to some folks.
I'd have to find
That'd
that
be
thing
awesome.
and put it back together. I don't know where that thing is.
Either
Cool,
way,
man.
so we'll have it out. We'll, throw it if we do a raffle or whatever. Whatever we end up doing with our stuff that we want to give away, I'm also going to have some beard swag to hand out.
So yeah, so speaking of this, so on March 30th, we got coming up, we got the Village Idiot run.
The Village has
5K.
lost its idiot again.
There it is.
5K. Is it again for Children's Hunger Project? Is that who it's charitable for?
Actually, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it must be because I know Jason loves working with them. We're about to find out. But that's coming up on March 30th, and we will all be out there. And apparently, Mr. Wilson will have his products out there too as well. So that'll be really fun. And we will be recording out there. So if you see our tent, stop by, say hi, maybe even be on the show. Do a
Maybe
little
even
shout-out.
get a mouth hug.
Maybe
You
even get a
never
mouth
know.
hug. So we're excited about that. And the sponsor is... You got a drum roll over there?
I don't have a drum roll.
Not sponsored, but the charity is
To be announced.
to be announced.
I don't know where it is.
TBD.
I don't know where the sponsor is or who they're sponsoring
Charity.
or who the charity is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably a Children's Hunger Project, but I don't see it up there. So don't
Yeah.
quote us on that in
Yeah,
case
no.
it's another charity. But yeah, that should be a lot of fun. I'm asking, hopefully we can get right there next to the stage again like we had last year.
Yeah.
That was great. It was great placement. Get to hang out with the band, and we were right there at the finish line as well. But
Got
Andrea
to drink
Joy,
lots of wine.
yeah. Well, there's no drinking for you this year. I'll drink your wine for you, baby.
I'll help.
We
Get
also
to
had
drink lots of water.
we also had a listener bring a bottle of moonshine. Oh my God! Hopefully he brings
Oh, that's
another one
right.
of those
That's
up
right. I
again.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good. But yeah, hopefully we get right there next to the stage again. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Andrea Joy is going to be decorating our booth, our little tent area.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
As tacky as I can possibly
Huh.
get it.
Ha.
Ah,
Ha!
ha, ha.
So that's her task. We've got a few things ready for that. That should be a fun event.
So I really hope I can get off of work. I'm going to be really bummed if I can't get my shift covered.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now that I'm on this second shift nonsense. So
It's nonsense. Poppycock.
What building? So what building? Oh, for those people who didn't know, I put a thing up on my Facebook page. I took a job with Josh. Well, sort of with Josh. It's on his team out at. What building are you guys in?
We work in the LCC.
It is the LCC.
The Launch Control Center, yep.
Cool. Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Everything is cool and you're part of a team.
That building's been around for a long time, man. What, since the
Has anyone ever died there?
60s?
Actually, nobody has died there,
Yeah.
but people have died in the VAB.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Oh.
Is it haunted?
That's this is good. I'm just gonna trample all over this smooth segue.
We are crushing segues tonight. Crushing them.
I just wanted to point out that was great. No, it's so I was at work Friday night, and so being on second shift on a Friday night, it was about 10:30, and being tech support, I need people to support. Well, there was nobody at work. So they were all gone. So it was just a bunch of IT guys sitting around with fuck all to do. So we started talking about some pictures that one of the guys had gathered on the 4th floor of where I work, which before I go into those weird pictures, I want to talk about something that I did not know happens. So the launch crew for every flight, every manned space flight, all of the kids come in and they're in the LCC and they give them a whiteboard and a bunch of dry erase markers and they tell them fucking go to town. And so for every launch, there is a whiteboard, except for the ones that have been pulled aside because of tragedies and stuff like that. But,
Sure.
But yeah, so on the 4th floor of the LCC, there is just the walls are lined with these whiteboards, these 4 foot by 6 foot whiteboards.
Oh, that's really
these
cool.
kids have drawn on. Yeah. So obviously going way, way back. So that was really neat. But so we're talking about these pictures, and one of the guys, he pulls out his phone and he shows these pictures, and it's kind of a, it's a weird, spooky, late night, old building.
Sure.
So he tells me about these pictures that he takes. He took them this past December, took them on December 29th, took them at 10:30 in the morning. So the building was staffed, but it was between Christmas and New Year's, so there's like
Very
three
few
people in the
people,
building
yeah.
or something. Bare bones. However, so he's up on the 4th floor, and he's walking around looking at all of these kids' pictures and stuff, and he turns around and he just apparently has this thing with his wife where he constantly works at places with long hallways, so he sends pictures of long hallways to his wife.
You know what? Sorry.
It's a thing. No, it's a thing.
It is a thing because Jimmy, sorry, we'll get back to you in
You're
just a second. Friend Jimmy, he works at Rockwell Collins in Melbourne, and in one of his buildings, he has a really long hallway, and he's always like, because we do Marco Polo videos back and forth to each other, and he'd be like, oh, check out this long hallway that I always have to walk down. And he'll show me, and I have a building also where I have a really long, so we were like in competition to see whose hallway was longer. And so I get it. I get that.
Yeah, so it was so he starts and then he says, "But have you seen the pictures? Like I should know about them." And I said, "No, I don't. I just met you 6 hours ago."
Right, exactly.
So but he was like, "Oh no, I've shared them with a bunch of people and they've passed around." So he shows me these pictures. And again, it's looking down this long hallway that's probably a football field's length long. And the pictures in sequence, he shows me one, there's a woman walking, like leaning in a doorway, kind of like one side out, it's like walking into the hallway. And then the next picture, there's a woman a little bit closer, just like walking down the hallway. And then in the third picture, she's gone. And this is like one of the iPhone like burst pictures. So they're taking, quick succession, and to the point, he's a reasonable guy. He was reasonable enough to be skeptical about it.
Sure.
So he starts asking around, and nobody can even identify the person. He took it from the approach. He's like, I thought I was up there by myself. Who is she? Asking people, because he's a new hire, and asking people who've been there 30, 40 years. No one can identify who's in these pictures. Nor can anybody explain why in a half-second burst of 3 photos, she's in 2 different places and then gone in one picture.
Does he have them on social media or anywhere?
Maybe, but I keep those separate. I keep my social media
I
Facebook
understand that.
separate,
I
so-
understand that. Maybe we'll look for him on the break, see if we can find it. Something that he's got public, maybe.
Yeah, see if we can.
That'd be cool, man.
Yeah, just the pictures in general. I definitely want to take. Just when you start, I want to take you up there one time. And
Hell yeah.
and just
Can we
kinda
do
show-
Ghost Hunt? I want to do Ghost Hunt.
Man, we're not. It's like I don't even. Do you have area access? Like I'll take
Tach
you
can
up
get
there.
there. Tach can get everywhere out there.
I don't think he can
Well, you mean where?
into the LCC.
I don't have access into NASA buildings, but
I was gonna say,
well, I mean, except for the public,
Yeah,
without,
this is not a public area. It's one of the secure access. The only way you can get in is work there or be on a tour. So
right. Or escorted by people that work there. Just saying.
actually, it's a non-escort area. So unless you are specifically set up for escort reasons to be in there,
You have
Like, I couldn't-
escorts there?
Yeah, we got some escorts out at NASA. That's what I'm talking
Maybe
about.
that's who's in the picture.
maybe.
It's one of the escorts. We got it now.
nice.
We figured it out.
Oh,
But so yeah, it's kind of a spooky thing that happened.
hell yeah.
That's awesome.
His take on it, because the other side of being skeptical is to one, try to find a logical explanation within confines of what we understand to be reality, and then ghosts. So he then starts asking, and apparently the outfit that she's wearing matches an old picture of the teacher who went up in the Challenger launch.
Kathy McCullough? Is it Kathy McCullough? Is that her name?
McCullough or something. Yeah, it's McCullough,
Yeah.
but I forget her first name.
Yeah.
But yeah, so apparently
shit.
there's a picture of her in the LCC wearing this sort of like vested outfit that kind of matches. So I haven't seen that picture, but
It's interesting.
Man, it's not Halloween yet. You're scared me.
Question. Okay, so Andrea, I don't know who to ask. General question.
ask the room.
General question. Yeah, okay. Ghost hunting. Anybody interested in doing that or have
Who you
done
gonna
that?
call? Ghost podcasters.
There it is.
So
I
this
thought it was funny.
It was fun.
Bum, bum, bum.
She gave herself the womp womp sound.
that's fine. I have done ghost spotting, ghost hunting in my life.
Yeah,
I've tried
me too,
it.
Me too. I enjoy it.
I've gotten some really cool pictures in a cemetery in Macon, Georgia. That's the oldest cemetery in.
What are you talking about? You don't want to go cemetery? For ghost hunting to go to a cemetery?
Well, back up.
Tax?
I didn't say I don't want to. I want to, but it's pointless to go ghost hunting in a cemetery
That's true.
because nobody dies in cemeteries. People are buried in cemeteries.
Oh, okay.
Sure, yeah, I'm sure there's a murder out there that happened. Gotcha. But so it's, a lot of people don't go to cemeteries for ghost hunting.
Am I gonna play logical Adam over here? Is that what I'm about to do?
No.
I'm
So
too
you guys-
scared.
You guys want to go?
So that was
waste?
my next question for her, like Andrea. So, would you ever try to do record for EVPs or anything like that? Is it just because it scares you? That topic just scares you? Is that the only
I think
reason?
it's fascinating and I love it, but I don't want to be a part of it and I don't want them to follow me
Why
around.
don't you want to be
and
a
I
part
don't
of it?
because what if you get to a demon or a poltergeist or something?
Okay. So
I don't want to be a part of it because I
wanna-
believe in it.
I got you. I want to commend you on your what's the word I'm looking for?
Faith.
No. Well, I was going to say if she was going to answer, yeah, I would totally do that. That'd be fun, a little scary, but it could be fun. Then I was going to hit her back with, then what's the difference between that and a Ouija board?
Yeah.
That's too scary. Same thing. Exact same thing.
She stuck to her
So-
guns then.
Yeah. So it was what's the
Tach,
word?
I would sit out there and look in a mirror and scream Bloody Mary or whatever it is.
No way,
I'll do
Jose.
whatever,
Ain't
man.
Nothing's
As
gonna
long as
But
they're
if it
recording
does-
something, filming something, recording it somehow,
Nothing's gonna happen.
then I'm all for it.
All
You
right.
know? I would love to do shit like that. I love doing shit like that. Yeah, I've done it.
I'll tell you what though. So maybe sometime I can go and walk the halls late night on the fourth floor of the LCC,
Yeah.
and I'll wear like a mic or something.
Uh-huh.
But I can't listen to it while I'm at work. I refuse. I just
That's awesome.
because I don't like. You know how uncomfortable it was to like be brought up with these pictures that I can't explain. He's like, by the way, this happened directly above us. Fuck.
We used to have a building.
Weird. It's weird to me.
We used to have a building. Well, no, we still have a building. That up when you go, we had to do our rounds in, and upstairs for some reason. As soon as you walked through the door upstairs, and you're walking down the halls, and usually it's kind of back then it used to be pretty, not too many people in the building. And for some reason, as soon as you walked through the door to go up to that second floor, it was just something creepy about it. Like you just got this creepy vibe. You felt like you're being watched. This was really creepy, and I thought it was just me. So then I would ask other security officers, I would say, is there any part or any building or anything where you feel uncomfortable? And I've had like 10 people say upstairs in AO, hangar AO. And I'm like, me too. Like, why is that? I have no idea. But then I finally cracked the code and figured out why. It's because as soon as you walk through the door and you walk in, the sound of the ventilation in there sounds kind of like the noise you hear in a scary movie. Because it's kind of a deep rumble, like danger is imminent kind of a sound.
So it's an audio effect.
It's an audio effect is all it is. So as soon as I realized that's what the noise was, or that's why I feel that way, I don't feel that way anymore when you go up there. So
That's awesome.
Till you see a ghost.
debunking.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a little break. And when we come back, I'm going to tell you guys what I've been doing for the last couple weeks.
Oh yeah.
And I know we got other shit coming up too.
Yeah, we do.
The diary.
Got Gyrie.
Indeed.
All right. We'll see you in a few.
Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop.
Hey, Tach, do you ever have that conversation with your girl about where to eat dinner and it always turns into that back and forth? I don't know, you pick.
Yeah, every once in a while, yeah.
Yeah, well, I've got an answer for you next time that comes up.
Oh, yeah? Where at?
The Salty Fox in Melbourne off of Oak Alley Boulevard.
Oh, nice. You know, I've actually been there, and the food was pretty awesome.
Hell yeah, it was. They offer a great selection of paninis, shareable appetizers, soups and salads, and one of the best desserts I've ever had, the Funky Monkey.
Oh, yeah. My favorite was the vintage options. They got this meal called ramen noodle on crack. You just got to try it out.
Done. That's definitely what I'm getting next time.
Put the fun between your legs at the Salty Fox every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. with the Oak Alley Arts District Bike Crawl.
It's a 4-mile bicycle ride down Pineapple Avenue with stops for food and beer all along the route. Be sure to visit the Salty Fox every Sunday for brunch from 11 to 4.
Hey, isn't that the $10 bottomless mimosas brunch?
Sure is. Enjoy your brunch while the Salty Fox's DJ spins throwbacks and top 40 hits.
Salty Fox is located in the downtown Oak Alley Art District on Oak Alley Boulevard.
Check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/saltyfoxmelbourne or online at thesaltyfox.net.
Hey listeners, be sure to mention you heard about the Salty Fox on our show and you'll get 10% off your meals.
Hold it now.
Hey, it's Adam. If you enjoy the content or the cast of Living Podcariously, be sure to check out the other show we produce. It's called The Twisted 10. Each week, a host or a guest host takes over the show and brings their own unique and original top 10 list to the show. Here's a few examples. Top 10 crazy religious practices. Top 10 sexual fetishes. Twisted Guinness World Records. Top 10 possible human extinction events. And my personal favorite, top 10 best or worst infomercial products. As you can see, the content is all over the place for the show. However, it is a lot of fun to produce, and we hope you like it. As always, thanks for listening.
Think about our universe and think a bit harder. 'Cause you spout pseudoscience. I'm so sick and tired of all the bullshit you harbor. So you act, it's a fact our world is flat where you're being deceitful. Your take on gravity has no root in sanity. Your point of view is not useful. Would you believe what your eyes would see, or just blame some trickery?
That was Doc Martin so she's a guest. She's a PhD. She's a no shit real scientist. And she is a guest on the Fish Nerds, our friend Clay Grove's Fish Nerd podcast.
Ding.
And she offers the scientific perspective to their show. And that song was specifically for flat earthers. So that our episode that we just released of our retort, our bonus episode that was the retort to the flat earth, is getting a lot of buzz.
You know, Santa Claus doesn't like flat earthers.
Was what, episode 80
of the Twisted 10?
Twisted 10?
Yeah.
They got to step up the game. Now they got to come up with the song to rebuttal.
Oh, they have songs.
They can't even come up with evidence. Why would they come up with?
They can't even agree on a model. I mean, we're not going to get into all this now.
No.
You would only hear a lot of fun debate about this. Go listen. It started with the Hysteria 51 guys. Go listen to their Hysteria 51 Flat Earth debate. Tach and I are featured on there. Then we have those guys on our Twisted 10. They have 10 challenges to science. Again, crazy people.
God, they were nuts. I'm so glad I wasn't here for that.
Then we go and Tach and I guested. I don't know the timeline of everything. Tach and I guested again with the Hysteria 51 guys to talk about Flat Earth a little bit, but it was more of one of their other episodes.
Yeah. That's actually, you talk about the one that's going to be released this week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the Voynich manuscript.
Voynich manuscript. And then I went over the Fish Nerds podcast and we talked about it some more. So there's a lot of places to hear a lot of this debate about that, about all the flat earth debauchery.
God, it was amazing.
No, but good job, Doc Martin. It's not too often you find an engineer that can also play an instrument, be artsy.
I know.
So.
She's
and make shoes.
Actually, somebody that I know of was asking if Tach would be interested in
what?
A lady. Was that you, Andrea?
If Tach would be interested in a lady, of course he's interested in a lady.
There was one particular one. I don't remember if that was you or somebody else that I knew that was sending it my way.
What's wrong?
Which lady?
You got a girl?
Hang on a second. Who's the lady? Let's track this down.
Lady.
He's married, though.
Is it Marisha?
Tach is married. That's a good point.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Marisha. It was another. It was an older, not like as young as Marisha young, but it was a woman, not a young girl. So that sounds creepy.
You don't know me at all.
I don't know. I'll figure that out. Maybe I'll cut all that out.
Whoa.
God damn, dude. You just smear your face across your keyboard? What the hell happened over there? Let's hit them all.
Man, that one said, "Mom, get the camera." That's not what I was expecting.
All right. So, Tach, well, speaking of you anyway,
yeah.
What have you been up to lately?
Oh, so I have started on a new thing. I've been, I decided to, start a new lifestyle change.
Oh, you're coming out of the closet. This is coming out of the closet episode, guys.
Notice I paused because I knew that joke was coming.
Yep.
No.
Not the only thing coming.
Hey-oh. No,
you are now gluten-free?
No, God, no.
Vegan.
We're not going to get into that. No. But
religious.
A flat earther.
No.
A flat earther. That's a good one.
I'm a flat earth vegan, religious,
gluten-free,
Canadian.
Why you got to throw Canadians in there?
I don't know. I'm from Canada. No, I don't know. No, but I'm trying to turn over a new leaf, trying to get healthy again.
We were close.
You are close.
Yes.
You're close. So I'm back on my diet again, because a couple of years ago I lost like 35 pounds, but then I've been gaining it back, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I got to get back on this diet. So I'm back on it again, hardcore. Your dinner was delicious, but did not help. A lot of carbs, but it was my cheat day, let's say. So
the only carbs were the tater tots.
Tach's cheat day is only on days that end in Y, by the way.
No. It'll be like, Sunday nights when I come over here.
I could have made you some without tater tots, and then it just would have been meat and cheese and cream and mushroom soup.
And so I shouldn't have even really eaten the ground beef either. It's okay. It's not a big deal.
It was like 93% lean.
Damn, what do you want?
Yeah,
An all water diet?
No. Well,
I have water.
Yeah, the only thing I'm drinking is water, as you can see here. It's my bottle of water. So no soda, no nothing, just strictly water and like chicken and fish or green vegetables, things like that. Very low carbs, not no carbs.
You should use the Mio. I just got Mio in there, the caffeinated Mio for water.
Yeah, I have some.
Okay.
So I thought I heard an echo. And I also recently just started doing CrossFit. So I'm in my second week of CrossFit.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Aren't you going to a friend of ours, Jim?
No. Not
I'll
yet.
cut that out.
I do eventually want to go there, though. I friend him on Facebook. We're friends on Facebook now. So, Allie.
Yeah, Allie with 26.2.
But my trainer trains with Allie. So he goes to that gym, too.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So, So eventually I do want to start going to that gym. I'm really digging the CrossFit stuff more than the regular gym type stuff. I just like it better. It's a lot more fun. It's I don't know, I just like it. So
Are
I'm
you
really
getting into shape for
CrossFit.
like summer, or what's your goal here? What are you shooting for?
For life?
My goal is for health. Good, strong core, is kind of like my goal. Because I'm getting up there in age. I'm 42 now. Another thing that was also a little bit inspiring is recently, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Kevin Smith just recently survived a massive heart attack.
Yep, absolutely.
So I've been following that really closely because Kevin Smith is like one of my favorite people in the industry. Not because I like clerks, blah, blah. It's not that. It's him personally. He's just a brilliant guy, and he's just like so humble. He's just an awesome dude. And for him to come that close to death and just his Facebook Lives just talking about like his experience of having that massive heart attack. He's coming from a real person, and real experiences from it. And like when he was having the massive heart attack, he was shocked that he was having a heart attack. He didn't even know he was having a heart attack. Like he wasn't even going to go to the hospital at all until his people were pushing him. You should probably go to the hospital because he was doing 2 shows and he was in between shows. And he just wasn't feeling good. He was puking and all this kind of stuff. And just like, I just need to lay down for a while. Just not feeling too good. I'm having a little trouble like catching deep breaths, but and then so after a while they were like, you need to go to the hospital. And then finally somebody called 911. They came out and they were like, we need to take you to the emergency room and you need to go now. And, and then somebody said heart attack and he's like, heart attack? What are you talking about? And he's like, are you in any pain? He's like, no. He's like, do you feel like an elephant's on your chest? And he's like, no. And, but all the signs were pointing to a heart attack. So they took him in and he was having a massive heart attack. And,
Holy shit.
And he even know it. And he has one of my biggest fears, which is death. And I'm horrible. I have a huge fear of death. And he was talking about that too. And just like how surprising it can come and how much when the time came to like where he had to panic, he was actually kind of at ease more than he thought it would be. So it was interesting listening to him talk about that kind of stuff, and I liked it. And I was already ready to get back into shape and trying to change my lifestyle like that. But that kind of gave me a little more of a push.
Good for you, buddy. So, I need to get him off my lazy ass and get back to the gym.
Yeah, I just need to be more in shape, and I'm tired of this gut, and I'm ready to get rid of it. And so, yes, by summertime, I'm hoping to look a lot better.
Studies have shown that chicks dig fit dudes.
I read that somewhere. I think I did read that somewhere.
That's a good point. That's a really good point, Josh.
Think of the stamina you'll have for sex. You can do all kinds of stuff with that woman.
And stamina.
Fuck her right in the pussy.
Did she say stamina and you said stamina?
She said stamina and I said stamina.
I said with an M, I said.
All right. That's what I thought.
I edited it.
Stamina.
I'll listen back to it. If I need to apologize, then I will. I
was thinking an M in my head while I was saying it.
Got him!
I mean, what can you say to that?
So I'm enjoying the CrossFit. I do it 3 times a week now, and
that's
good.
awesome, buddy.
It's fun. It's great.
It's cool. You ever want to come over and lift with us? It would be Sundays would probably be best.
Who's us and where?
At my house, and me and Connor Sullivan. I don't know.
Connor. Oh, I don't know. Connor Sullivan.
I think you met. Maybe whatever.
I may have. I don't know.
Whatever. He's one of the teamwork guys, but he's cool.
Cool. Possibly.
Yeah, come over, pick up some heavy shit with us.
Pick it up and put it down.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. I'm learning that.
We're going to take a break in studio. We're going to come back with the Guyry.
Yeah, I'm up at Brooklyn, down in Tribeca, right next to the narrow, Rowdy Hood forever. I'm the new Sinatra, and since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem, all of my Dominicanos went there on Broadway. Pulled me back to that McDonald's, took it to my slash spot, 560 State Street.
Sponsorship with Living Podcariously or the Twisted 10 is not just about contracts or money. We like to form relationships with those who invest in our shows.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. We only like representing companies or products that we can really get behind.
We met Kyle and Bianca from Oak and Iron Photography at an event from another sponsor of ours and immediately bonded with them because, let's face it, they're just awesome people.
Yeah, and if you came out to our Living Podcariously listener event, you may have seen them roaming around, taking some photos for us. They captured so much joy and emotion in those photos that night. It was amazing.
Yes, it was.
Now, Adam, I'm kind of a amateur photographer, so I can appreciate how difficult it really is to capture moments like that.
They shoot events of any kind, weddings, lifestyle photos like maternity, couples, families, you name it. Not only do they capture moments that your grandmama will like, but they also put that oak and iron personal style and spin on what would normally be considered traditional photos.
Oh yeah, that Ring of Fire shot from our event was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Their photos not only capture the raw emotions, but when looking at them later, you are transported back to that day they were taken.
You'll see it on their website. They capture, quote, the real moments for the true at heart.
Nice.
Head on over to oakandironphoto.com to check out some of their work. Also, you can click the Contact Us button and get a quote of your own.
Go and check out oakandironphoto.com and let Kyle and Bianca know you heard about them from us.
Peering into the inner thoughts and expressions of men. Women send in questions to show@livingpodcariously.com for Adam, Tach, and Jay to give brutal, honest admissions. We call this the Guyry. Guyry? Really? Hey, Tach, is that the best name we could come up with?
Yeah, just go with it.
Aw, I think it's adorable.
Can we man up the music a little bit or something?
I got you, buddy.
All right, our first question comes from Heather in Florida. What's the worst thing a woman can do when you are angry at her?
Intentionally exacerbate the problem.
Intentionally
that's fair.
masturbate?
Intentionally masturbate? No,
Intentionally
exacerbate.
masturbate. Yeah. So like if I don't know, it's just I had a shit day and I want to come home and I want to have like 10 minutes of just like quiet time. But like I asked like, hey, I just like had a shitty day. I need 10 minutes. I'm just going to sit down. And then keep talking at me. Just like, I literally just asked you for silence. That's all I needed. Just give me 10 minutes.
All right.
So the thing that I say is bothering me, doing it more. It's frustrating.
I don't know.
I took the easy one. You guys have to come up with new answers.
What was the question again?
I'm trying to... Go ahead.
What's the worst thing a woman can do when you are angry at her?
I think it all depends on what we're
depends on the
angry
situation.
at her about. Like,
if she's caught dead to rights at something, don't push blame off to something else or someone else.
oh, that's a good one. Damn.
If I don't know. Don't try to overcompensate with something that she knows that we like, because eventually that will create a Pavlovian response in us that every time we get that thing that she knows that we like, it will be thought to be stirred by some sort of guilt. Does that make sense?
Makes sense. Made sense to me.
All right, Tach, beat that. I brought Pavlov into my answer.
So, can you read it one more time? I'm sorry.
What's the worst thing a woman can do when you are angry at her?
Okay.
Don't worry about it. It's okay, Tach.
Not be straight with you on when she's telling you things like that. Like that. Remember the meanings from earlier?
Oh.
Meaning storage?
Gotcha. I was going to say, keeping the blinds shut. Sorry.
You like the blinds open?
Is that code for something?
Is
that like a skirt with no panties? Is that what that's supposed to mean?
It's a creepy response, as if because I don't have a girl, so I'm watching a girl from outside her window, and she shuts them, and it makes me mad. So, sorry, I was trying to do a creepy joke, but that was weird.
The punchline made it though. You just defining the punchline. Yes,
I landed it.
Oh, that was funny.
I don't know.
I think it all depends on the situation. Yeah, but these guys, I think they covered all bases. So
Yeah, like don't intentionally suck.
yeah,
Because I'm mad at you. Like don't
Yeah.
suck.
don't turn it around back on me. Somehow I'm apologizing now for no reason.
See, I took suck to the positive. Don't intentionally suck when I'm mad at you, because then you make sucking suck for me.
I get it.
That sucks.
Suckity suck suck.
Right?
All right, number 2 is from Jamie in Texas. Do you celebrate anniversaries? Which ones count? I know wedding anniversaries, but what about when dating? The 1 week, 1 month, 1 year?
When dating?
I would say the annual one, I think, was...
I'd say as an adult,
as an adult.
I had one person say, "Oh, we've been dating for a month," and I said, "Oh, was I supposed to do something?" And we had a laugh about it, but like the year, yeah, definitely just the year.
Yeah, I agree. The year.
I'm a hypocrite for this one. I agree with that, but I completely missed our 1 year or our 2 year of dating.
Not only did you miss it, you said, "Oh, that doesn't even count."
Yeah, I tried playing it down subconsciously somehow.
Like that doesn't count. I'm like, that counts. It's not like it's a 1 week.
Put that shit in your phone.
Yeah, well, right? We got these smartphones on our hips or wherever we go.
Are you supposed to do something when you're dating somebody for a year?
Well, I mean, it depends on everybody's financial status or, whatever you're
Well, I gotcha,
able to
but-
do. But yeah, it's something
Say
nice.
happy anniversary.
I never really
I'm glad
thought
we've been
about
together
that.
for a year.
Yeah,
Write him
that's
a
about as
cheesy
far as
note on
I've-
Facebook.
Yeah, that's like when I was with Holly, my ex-girlfriend. Shit. We were together for a year. I was like, oh, it's been 1 year. Oh, cool. And that was it.
Well, you guys had a long distance relationship too. That was a tough relationship to stay in.
True.
And if she was closer, I think you guys would have still been together. It's just,
Possibly.
that distance thing sure played a lot into that.
But, she wasn't comfortable moving, 2 hours away.
Yeah, I got
and
it.
with a guy that she'd been with for a year. Oh, that's right. She moved to Vegas for a guy she was with for 2 months. That's right. Okay, never mind.
Ooh.
But I'm not bitter.
Bitter sauce is kicking in.
Damn.
Give Tach a couple
Hi-yo.
drinks of a real man's drink and he starts speaking his mind.
She's probably listening to this too.
Holly, we still love
I
you.
doubt she's still listening.
Well,
but if she is,
let me take a sip of this
whatever.
whiskey.
I hope you're happy. I really do.
This tastes like hypocrite.
Number 3 is from
let's just move
Ashley
on.
Wait.
in
Let's move on.
Florida.
Ashley in Florida. Uh-oh.
I have a crush on my boyfriend's friend. She is a female. I've never been interested in women before, but something about her gets me all giddy inside. Should I ignore this, or could I be missing out on something good?
We finally got this question.
You've been waiting for this question?
This is a lesbian possibility, a love triangle. Yeah.
The answer is no. You should not ignore it.
Oh, not ignore it.
The question was, should she ignore it? Absolutely not. You're a human being. If you want to be with that human being, just tell your boyfriend.
Yeah. Unless there's confidence issues in the relationship, if you're not comfortable with that situation, of course don't do it. But if you guys are game,
Is that your
Do
honest
it.
answer? Or is that like a jokey, like, two girls making out would be awesome?
No, that's your honest answer.
Okay. So would you answer the same way if a girl said, I have a crush on my boyfriend's best friend?
that's a guy.
Would you say, don't ignore it, go get him, Tiger, tell your boyfriend?
She said she's attracted to this girl.
Okay.
And I just don't see that as the same thing, I guess.
If she's attracted to a boy or a girl?
One's way cooler, Tach. Let's make sure we have that understood.
I guess what I mean by that is that I guess if your boyfriend might be into dudes, then you could bring it up and have a threesome with that other dude, but like that's not like a normal.
So you're looking at a threesome possibility is what you're talking about.
I'm just looking at it like if that's something you want to explore, talk to your partner. And just,
Josh sees this in equations, basically. The girl is attracted to her boyfriend that she's in the relationship with. She's also attracted to the girl, and the guy is assumedly attracted to the other girl too. So everybody is attracted to each other. In the situation where it was a dude, then there would be no attraction between two of the partners in that threesome. Does that make sense?
but but then again, like maybe it's still a thing that's worth having the conversation. Like maybe you're feeling that way, and maybe your boyfriend is he wants to watch another dude do his thing with you. There's people that are into that.
That's a whole category of porn called
It is-
cuckold.
yeah. So it's
Well, I was just asking. I wasn't trying to give you a hard time or,
Giggity.
no
Pervert.
giggity. No, I'm just like,
I see where you're coming from.
yeah, okay. Because my question or my response was a little bit more of like, okay, well, if you're really interested in somebody else, then maybe you need to have a talk with your current boyfriend and break things off before you start something new.
I guess you know what
No.
you have actually inspired me to want to put a caveat on my answer.
Really?
My answer only applies if it's physical.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't know. We're just if she just has the hots for some chick, whatever.
Yeah,
But that's way different.
Mine's simple. If this girl doesn't fear that that third party in a sexual encounter could be damaging to their relationship, and then the guy agrees with that, then by all means go for it. But sometimes, and usually, there's emotions that are involved and people get their feelings hurt and it breaks couples up.
I wouldn't want my girlfriend going after some chick I know.
Well, I
would still see it as cheating.
I know a couple of girls, and they each had a boyfriend, and the boyfriends wanted to do a group thing. Well, after they did the group thing, the girls both left their boyfriends, and they're getting married soon.
Oh, the girls are getting married to each other?
Yeah.
Each other? Oh.
Awesome.
That's an interesting spin. I like that.
Lessons were learned. They learned a lot about themselves during that period of their lives.
You know what, though? And honestly, they're better off if they're truly lesbians, and that's what makes them happier. That experience showed them something that was more important to them, that they now realize that that's what they really wanted to be. I mean, the guys got their feelings hurt, but well, whatever it is.
All right, number 4.
See, true love. Have a threesome to find out if you're truly in love with your partner.
Yeah, like if it's just physical attraction, that's different because I've had girlfriends I was attracted to their friends or whatever.
Yes.
But I'm not going to do anything about it.
No.
Or their sisters or whatever.
All right, number 4 comes from Kimberly in Florida. My man never wants to go out and do things, dinner, movie, dancing, anything. How can I get him to want to do more with me than just take out in a Netflix movie?
Plan the night.
Yes, to start going out.
And drive.
So, like, does he have to plan something, though? Why can't you plan something?
It just says he doesn't want to go out.
Sounds like he's not in the mood to go out. Yeah.
And I get that. I'm pretty much, I'm a homebody myself.
I am now that
prefer
I'm
just to
pregnant for sure.
Stay in, but it doesn't mean I don't want to go out every once in a while. But he may not have any ideas.
Some couples may not be compatible either. This could be because, like, just
I agree with
try,
100%.
try flipping that. If you're the homebody and your girl wants to always go out,
yeah, fuck
and
that.
you changing her is not necessarily a good thing.
No, it's not.
And if she's like 19 and he's like 40 something, he might just be embarrassed to be in public with her.
Okay, you don't have to bring up my past. No, I'm just kidding.
If I was 40 and I was carrying around a 19-year-old, well, of course, I guess the machismo answer would be I would be carrying around like a trophy. But out of a respect level, yeah, that might be losing a little bit of a cool point respect value for.
I've been in relationships like that where my girlfriend was like always wanting to go party, and I always went, and I'm just like, no. And it's not because I'm old. It's back when I was in my 20s, and my girlfriend was just a few years younger than me, but she always wanted to go to the club or to the bar. It's like, I don't fucking want to do that all the time. Why can't we just stay at home and cuddle?
Ugh, you do that when you're old.
But yeah, I'm 42 now. So.
There you go.
But it doesn't mean I don't want to go out every once in a while. Are we fighting right now?
I feel like we got
I'm with you. I like to stay at home too.
Okay, good.
I don't like watching drunk people and I can't drink. That's no fun. Oh.
Josh?
Your answer?
Mr. Wilson?
What was the question?
I think Josh answered
I
it.
feel like I had a lot of input already.
Josh did.
Did
I don't
you?
know.
Adam?
I've drinking
We
a lot
all
of
talked to
I've had a lot of this
Did we?
Jamenson.
Yes.
I thought only
I
Tach
don't think you
did.
said, yeah.
What was the question?
The guy never wants to go out.
Yeah, we talked about this at the beginning because we said that maybe they're just incompatible.
That's what you said.
Nope, I have not given my answer yet. What are you- You're confusing me, Adam.
Confusing,
I was trying to throw you a
confusing
beach ball.
him with you.
No, it's yeah. I mean, that if you can't find a happy medium for going out and staying home, yeah, you're just not a match. I have the same answer.
Is that like a palm reader with a smile?
What?
Happy
What?
medium.
Oh, shit.
What a dad joke.
You gotta love the
Oh
pun.
my
Jameson pulls dad jokes out of me. I'm sorry.
Send that one over to Pop's on.
Right?
All right, number 5 comes from Lily in Alabama. People always say guys never notice when girls get their hair done. So I'm wondering if a girl shows up in a new hairdo and outfit, do you notice?
Depends on how
drastic of a change.
Yeah, dresser. If you had like long dark hair and you show up with like a bald head,
Short blonde hair?
yeah, that's going to be noticeable.
See, I actually, this is kind of a habit that I have. I actually try to look for those changes in people because I know that when, like, if I get a haircut, I'm pretty excited when someone notices. They're like, "Oh, haircut looks good" or whatever. Like, "Oh, thank you for
Your
paying
hair
enough."
does look good.
Thank you. I cut it 3 days ago.
I noticed right away.
My hair is longer now than the last time you saw me.
That's true.
Have you not even said anything to
I
me?
mean,
Adam
congratulations.
had a haircut too.
I did.
He had a haircut too.
I had a couple of them cut actually.
There's more
Okay,
dad
sorry,
jokes. Dad jokes keep coming.
Oh yeah,
don't
I
they?
was I was topping off mine and Josh's
All
glasses
right,
at
you were
Jamenson.
saying you were saying you like it when people notice when your hair gets done.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, I like when people notice that about me, so I try to make a point to notice that.
I was actually going to say something. Remember when we were over at your house with the band and all that? And
I do remember
hanging out
that.
afterwards. I was going to say something about your hair then, but I just didn't. I don't know why.
Well,
and I apologize about that. It looks like, because I was looking at it like going, okay, mine's longer than his. Do I want that? Should I cut mine shorter? And that even carried on to like a couple days later, like Josh's hair. I'm not even close to joking. I was like
dreaming about your hair.
I was like, do I want to go cut mine shorter, or do I still want to commit to getting it longer?
But it was really weird. He was on the couch and he had his hand in his pants. It was strange.
That's cool.
So what
Truth
about with
hurts.
Lily's question?
I think we all answered, didn't we?
Yes.
Nope.
No, only
just me.
Josh did.
Oh, you're
What?
You guys are doing terrible at this tonight.
Well, we both
I
said
feel like I
unless-
should just not do the diary.
What?
we both said that if it was drastic changes, then yes. It has to be something that's a significant change for us to really pick up on it and notice it.
In her outfit?
We're not always going to know that. Andrew, you have so many pieces of clothes. When I wash them, like on that table, I find things I never see that I thought I'd seen you wear.
That you never thought that you had seen me wear.
You understood what I was
way?
saying. Damn it, Jamenson. Thanks a lot.
I got you.
Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, as far as outfits go, if it's something that, like, I don't know. Probably not. Hair, yeah, I probably will notice hair before an outfit.
So we notice if you look nice, though.
Indeed.
Like, it's very obvious when effort goes into it. But
Yes, I'll agree with
I
that.
won't be like, oh, are those new jeans? I noticed. I noticed.
Girl, are those new Jinkos you got on?
Right. I just, you know what I mean? Like, but hey, you look nice today. I think that probably 10 times a day.
Okay. Number 6 comes from Valerie in Florida. So I know you should wait to have sex, but are blowjobs okay for a first date?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Next one.
Next question. That does not, and honestly, to give you a true answer, that does not mean to any normal guy that you're easy or a slut or whatever. If you're into the
No.
guy, let him know.
Definitely not.
So
I
if
know.
you have sex, you would think
It's a great
love her,
icebreaker.
but a blowjob's okay.
Sex is a little bit further. That
Is it?
No
It
matter
involves
how-
your penis.
well, it also involves a few other things. But if the girl is so into the guy that she's willing to do that, then again, that's awesome. Sex on the first date is a cool thing. But some guys hold a standard that if they get a girl on the very first date, then she's not quality.
Why'd you look at me when you said that? I'm just kidding.
Tax, like, I don't mind getting them on the 17th
So
date, just as long as I get them.
Is she still quality if she gives a blowjob on the first
course.
date?
Absolutely.
It all depends on case-by-case basis. I think we've covered this before.
Yep.
I think it's all on a case-by-case basis.
Oral sex is sex, though.
I would say that I actually look for roadhead on the way to dinner for the first time
Before the date's over.
as like a
Yes.
qualifying trait. It's actually I like, if you look at my Tinder profile, it says no roadhead on first date, no date.
And Josh has a really good line to initiate it. You want an appetizer now? Oh, yeah.
Somebody cleanse the palate. It's a good icebreaker too. Blowjob.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, just like get in the car, I swallow.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself.
That's a
while
sound drop,
you're-
by the way. I'm grabbing that sound drop.
So would you go down on a girl on the first date too?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With the same standard as a girl I would go down with on the 10th date.
Yeah.
If they're clean, you know what I mean? Like that's the same standard at any point. But like first date, if it goes well, like I slept with my wife on our first date.
Oh, yeah.
So what if instead of a first or kiss at the end of the date, it's a 69 at the end of the date?
That's a better kiss.
That's a much better kiss. It'd be weird in the middle of a Denny's parking lot, but
Why is the first date at Denny's? You are not getting head if you take your first date to
Oh,
Denny's.
I took a first date to Denny's.
you may get
once.
toothless head.
Adam took me on my birthday to Denny's at 4:00.
But that's where she wanted to
That's
go.
supper, and that's not dinner.
That's where she wanted to go. That was also the night of the proposal, so I had to take her there.
Did you
And my
get-
dinner was free because it was a free Grand Slam, so he didn't pay for anything that night.
Nice.
No, that's just smart.
Except that thing on your finger.
That's an engagement. That's not a birthday.
The event was your birthday.
That was free.
Now you're making me seem like a dick.
He set it up. He had to make like 4 phone calls. in 6 months.
Thanks, Tach.
There wasn't a birthday cake though.
Did
Thanks,
you hear
you're
that?
really
Like
helping.
me and just me alone set up a whole bar.
I did hear about that.
Oh,
You're
well,
right.
Josh was there too. I think.
Next question.
That's it.
That's
that
the
all?
end.
She shut
shit.
the diary book.
That was the second to best diary ever.
I don't know.
Damn.
That's
Well,
definitely.
she called me cheap.
Well, I mean, if the shoe fits,
I never said you were
Damn.
cheap. I just asked where my birthday present was.
that was the best list ever, Andrea.
Thank you.
It was okay.
best
No, I'm
best
just
diary
kidding.
ever. The best list.
I put my heart and soul into reading those girls' problems.
If you want to get a hold of Andrea for the diary, find her on Facebook and send her a direct message. That's be the easiest way, or send us an email to contact@dichotomymedia.com.
Yes,
and just
yes.
put
Or
attention
just
Andrea.
come over
It's a
for a
new
slumber
one.
party and we can boy talk.
Indeed, yeah. I take pictures of all slumber parties, so I must attend with my camera. And that is a new contact email, so it is contact@dichotomymedia.com. Yeah.
Yep, you guys got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but really, I mean, the easiest way is find us on Facebook. Shoot us a message.
Yeah,
there.
that's true.
And be sure to go check out Masterful Beards. Man, that's hard to say. Masterful Beards.
Masterful
I'm gonna have to
Beard.
practice that one a few times.
Masterful builds.
It's hard to say. I've got my Jamenson filter on.
Masterful
again.
Beard.
Masterful Beards. I almost fucked it up again.
Let's just keep saying it.
Do a little boy. Whoa.
Whoa.
Talk like a little boy.
You're gonna make me pee myself.
Yay.
Perfect.
Don't make a pregnant woman laugh so much.
Talk like a little boy.
I can't.
You
You
just
can.
did.
You can.
Not with all this pressure. There's so much pressure.
Pressure.
Adam, make
where?
him stop pressuring me.
Let's get out of here, guys.
No, I want to hear it because there's a new character for Get Out Penny.
But I can't do it again. It was just a
All
one
right,
time,
never mind.
one hit wonder. Masterful builds.
All right. Andrea, where can our listeners find you?
Brent Allen Salon and Day Spa.
Some of those gift cards are being cashed in now, which is kind of cool. Some
Oh,
people have
nice.
brought some of them
Very
back,
cool.
which is really,
Yeah,
really
it'd
neat.
be nice if when you did it, you asked for me.
Yeah. Ask for Andrea. It helps her out.
So not literally cash though, right? Like they can't actually exchange them for cash.
No. They use them towards services. Yeah. So towards.
But even if they
cut or
want
whatever.
like a shellac manicure that's $30, they can use that $30 for a haircut or something else too.
Sweet.
Ooh, cool.
So they do have cash value in the store.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to be posting up the engagement video on Facebook?
I don't know yet. We haven't seen it.
It depends on how fat my arms look.
Damn.
We'll have to
Like,
see
I don't
it.
know. We'll have to see it first. Maybe.
No,
maybe I don't want to put you piece
Why
of
not?
shit.
I mean,
video up
look,
there.
let's put it this way. The person that has to approve it is that young lady sitting right
Depends
over
on
there.
how fat my arms look.
That's my fiance, sir. If so, I think you should put it to both the Attack Films and the Dichotomy channel, or at least mirror from Attack Films, or whatever you want to do. But stick it up where all of our
I wasn't going
podcasts
to
can
put
be
it
heard.
on anywhere. I was just going to give it to you, and you guys do whatever you want with it.
Oh, well, I mean,
It's up to you.
send it to us first. Dropbox it to me tonight. That way, Andrea
Yeah.
can look at it. As long as she approves of it, then I'm good with no matter what it is.
I was just going to say, go out there and to our listeners to go check out the video, but I didn't want to say it if you guys weren't going to post it. So
Yeah, well, I don't know yet. Probably are though, but I don't know. That's again her call.
you look beautiful in it, Andrea. Just saying.
Because you're a boy and my friend, you're supposed to say that.
Not necessarily. I would do you. How's that? I don't think I'm supposed to say that.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm supposed to get mad, right?
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
Am I
Yeah,
supposed to
beat
be
'em up.
getting my camera out?
Here's that three-way we're talking about. All right, guys, let's get the hell out of here. Thanks so much for listening. Go check out the Twisted 10 tonight. It's being hosted by Miss Andrea Joy.
I'm never doing it again.
All right, guys, thanks for listening. My name's Adam.
I'm Tach.
I'm Andrea Joy.
I'm Mr. Wilson.
You've been listening to Living Podcariously. We'll see you next week.
Hey, remember we had that listener event?
Yeah, our first ever listener event for Living Podcariously.
Yeah, 777, July 7th.
Giant success. In fact, we just gave Keith with the Children's Hunger Project his money from that event that we raised.
Indeed, we did. Hey, what was that beer that was donated for the event?
That was from Bug Nutty Brewery. That was called
yeah.
the Nutty Idiot. It was a medium-bodied lager I don't remember the ingredients that they had in it, but man, it was good. We served 300 pours, all 300 possible pours that we could have out of their donation. We served very, very quickly that night.
Yeah, it had like an Asian flavor to it or something. It was like, I don't know what it was. It was interesting. It was cool though. I loved it.
I think a little bit of a sesame flavor.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to get that ingredient list from them. But yeah, that was really, really good. Our boy Ray Burrito also does comedy up there every third Thursday at Bug Nutty Brewery here on Merritt Island. He does the third Thursday comedy night up there.
Oh wow, that's cool.
It's a really cool list. It's every time I've been up there, it's amazing comics.
Nice.
Andrea, did you try the beer that night?
Oh, yes. It was wonderful.
She's not a beer drinker, can you tell?
Don't say it like that.
I wasn't standing at the game all night. I had plenty of time to drink beer.
Yeah, John and the guys over at Bug Nutty certainly hooked us up. So we want to send all of our listeners, if you're looking for a good micro brew, especially in Brevard County, there's a lot of them out there, and Bug Nutty is by far one of the best.
They are located at 715 North Courtney Parkway, Merritt Island. Give them a call at 321-452-4460 or email them at manager@bugnutty.com.